Hey guys, and welcome to the third episode of my Ironman series. Now, if you've been watching my streams lately, you would know that I will be uploading this series every single Monday. Worst case scenario, I will be uploading them Tuesday if it doesn't work out. And yeah, so far I've been really enjoying the series, and I hope you guys have too. It seemed like a lot of people liked the length of the last episode, which was like 20-something minutes, so I'm going to try to keep it around there, like 15 to 25 minutes, in that range. So with all that in mind, I hope you guys enjoy the episode. Let's go. So as I'm recording this, it is the Skilling Winter Weekend, and what that means is the rune span is much better because the node spawns are much faster, as well as the Big Chinchompa being way better, like 50% more experience from the moths. So what I'm going to do during this weekend is as much skilling as possible, focusing on runecrafting and hunter. But to make the most out of my first run of Big Chinchompa, I should probably get 13 hunter, seeing as I'm level 9 right now, and I only can get the red moths. It'd be nice to have the orange ones unlocked, which is level 13, because that'll get a lot more experience that way. So getting 9 to 13 was like 8 minutes over at the Piscatorus hunter area. I don't remember what the birds are called, but yeah, it wasn't too much work, and it will definitely pay off, because you only can do 2 Big Chinchompa games a day. Anyway, though, I'm also at the cap of 5 daily challenges right now, so if I get another one, I'll lose out on one of them. So I went out and finished 3. One was just to make chairs for construction. Considering I'm level 1, that's pretty good. Good thing I have everything ready from woodcutting last episode. Next was 100 pale memories, also super simple, and just doing that got me to 10 divination. And the last one I completed was just the woodcutting one from last episode. I completely forgot to turn it in for whatever reason. So there you go, I turned them all in, and I got 5 construction, 12 divination, and 46 woodcutting. The woodcutting challenge gave me a challenge bag, so rest in peace 146 oaks, you will be missed. But in return I got 7 magic logs, so that might come in handy later on. And yeah, it feels so nice to finally start working on the hunter skill. Only 2 Big Chinchompa games completed so far, and I'm already at 28 hunter. I'm seriously not minding this at all. Big Chinchompa is surprisingly addicting in a weird way, considering I hate hunter. I seriously hate hunter. And cool beans, I just hit 40 runecrafting. I really can't wait till I move onto the top floor. Not bad, not bad. 54 runecrafting, which is needed for law runes. Not like I'll be using that anytime soon, but hey, it's still cool. And yes, we just got 65 runecrafting. Thank you, yellow wizard guy, man, dude. Just one more level and we can leave this floor forever. Well, except for every time I come to runespan, but I'm trying to be optimistic here. Shh. And speaking of one more level, there we go. Let's get the hell out of here. Let's be real, this place is miles better than the floor below. It's time to get some really good experience. Anyway, taking a break from talking about the runecrafting and hunter, I wanted to mention that I'm actually doing the daily Nemi forest runs for some prayer and farming experience. A lot of people have been telling me in the last 2 episodes that I should do this daily, and I was a little skeptical, I really was. But once I tried it, I was totally convinced. This is really, really good. And I know that there are designated worlds that you can go to just to get these things quickly, because they're kind of already solved, but I kind of want to have fun with it, and I like puzzles like this, so I'm not going to really worry about that. But yeah, this will definitely play a huge part in me getting 43 prayer, because again, like I said in earlier episodes, I don't really want to do Nexus. I feel like it's really not worth it. But yeah, once I do get the 43 prayer, I'll have all of the protection prayers, which will be amazing. But yeah, if you're sitting here thinking, what the fuck is this place, and wondering if it's worth it, tell me in the comments and I will definitely make a guide on it. It's very simple though, but it's just so worth it. Embrace yourselves, everyone. Another wave of daily challenges already. Firstly, I had construction again, which is really similar to the one before. Next, I had to make 10 defense potions for Herblore, which is super annoying considering I have no materials. Looks like we're gonna have to camp some chaos druids, I guess. Well shit, man, that wasn't bad at all. Got a nice selection of herbs, which will help out later, of course, as well as 5,000 experience for the challenge. That is seriously so much just for a daily challenge, and to whoever designed this, whoever designed daily challenges in general, I love you. In the midst of all this runecrafting and hunting business, I decided to go pick up an adamant hatchet, finally. Now that I have a tier 40 magic weapon from the last episode, it honestly did not take too long. The best way is to go and kill the trolls on Death Plateau, Stick, and Rock, I believe. They both can drop the adamant hatchet, and they do have decent drops besides. And to be honest with you, I expected this to take like an hour or 2, but I guess I was pretty lucky because it did not take that amount of time. I got from 40 to 43 magic, an HP level, and a decent amount of herb seeds, as well as a nice starting stack of nature runes. I'm going to have a lot of those later on for some elks, Now with this adamant hatchet, I should be pretty good with woodcutting until I need to upgrade for a rune hatchet or even a dragon hatchet. And what better time to have the adamant hatchet too, because next thing I knew I had a challenge for woodcutting. I had to cut 100 maple logs, which is pretty easy, and it was very worth it because it got me from 46 to 49 woodcutting. But the challenge bag was an absolute troll. Like, I got just one magic log. Not even like 5 minutes ago, I just said I got a nice stack of 7 magic logs from oaks. Like, where's the logic in this? I feel cheated, man. But as a side note, I just wanted to put this in here. The circus is actually a really good weekly for Ironman. Honestly, it's a great weekly for any account, but especially for Ironman because it gives you magic, range, and agility experience in really no time at all. You can also get some firemaking experience once you have the Firemaker's Curse quest done, but that is a really high level quest. Not going to worry about it for now, but ranged sucks in the beginning levels. And it only really gets good, in my opinion, to like 50 once you can use the orange salamander. So this will definitely help me stay sane, getting my ranged up, and that is all I wanted to say about this. Ooh, here we go. This run of Big Chinchompa got me to 50 Hunter. That's quite a jump from the 28 just earlier. And you know why that's a good thing? Because now I can spend the points I've been getting from the moths on 52 Hunter instantly. Now, it might have not been the best choice because I could have bought Flax, I could have bought private Grunwald tickets for later, but I want to speed up my Hunter to start getting the blue moths, which are much better, and that's level 52. It'll get me more experience and more points per game, so I think it's probably worth it. But yeah, with this now, my Hunter levels will definitely skyrocket in future episodes, but I will say I might take a break from this daily in favor of other dailies for right now. I promise I will return to you, BB. Don't worry, it won't be long. Alright, look at that. 40 Herblore from the Daily Jacket Trades. Man, I love this aura. It's so good. If you do not have it yet, I highly recommend getting the gold membership package, or any of the packages really, before it goes away, so you can get some loyalty points for your Ironman, assuming you play Ironman. Because, I mean, I'm getting so many Herblore levels for, like, no work, and it's just amazing. It really is so helpful. Even at the mid to high levels, like 70 to 80, I could not recommend the aura enough. I would recommend getting up to the second tier. I don't know if I mentioned this in the last episode, but all you need is the second tier and you should be fine. Now, right now, I kind of changed what I was doing. I drifted away from the Hunter and the Runecrafting, just bored of everything. So I said, screw it, we're gonna go get 50 Thieving just to have a change of pace. So the best way at my level is to do cell doors in the Thieves Guild. It really is good experience, and the best way is just to hop worlds. At my level, I can only do the first 3 doors, which only give like 210 experience, and I can't open the southern doors. The chests in the north only give me 30 experience, so I usually skip them. So it's not super fast experience, but better than nothing, right? The southern doors require 35 thieving, as well as a lockpick, so that's where the problem comes in. How do I get a lockpick on an Ironman? It might seem like it's easy, but there's not many ways to get it at my current stage, so I really need to get that, and the easiest way I found, or at least I chose as the easiest, is to get 41 thieving and do the second caper, Lost Her Marbles. This unlocks the shop in the Thieves Guild, and they sell lockpicks. There's other ways of getting it, but I didn't want to worry with that, so I guess I gotta go grab 41 thieving for that caper. Okie dokie, got the level, so let's go do that caper. This one involves pickpocketing from several different NPCs for flame fragments. Overall, it's not too bad, but there is one part that is just... I really can't even explain it. It's just so bad. One of the ones you have to thieve from is the ham members. So I had the bright idea to just thieve there for 2 full sets of ham robes, because a later quest, Death to the Dorgashun, requires 2 sets. And oh my frick, was it terrible, pardon my language. It seriously took me over an hour to get 2 full sets. I'm not even shitting you. Because they constantly knock you out and put you in jail, or even worse, send you outside 100 miles from any civilization. Not trying to embellish this here, but man, if I was a new player doing this, I'd quit. I would so quit this game. It was that aggravating. If you guys have ever gone and tried to get ham robes at a low thieving level, it's just, ugh. But anyway, there is a light at the end of the tunnel, or ham cave, I should say. Fuck this place. Because I got an easy clue, which they give them fairly commonly. I'm gonna get absolute bank from this. Let's go. Yeah, the clue was easy, pun intended. The only issues were that I needed polar kebbit legs, a sapphire necklace, and an oak short bow. Seems like pretty easy items to get, but I'm a shit kid, so I didn't have those. The first two were fairly easy to get, surprisingly, but the short bow was the hardest for me because I needed 10 ranged. I know it's sad I don't even have that yet, but I quickly finished that up at the Trolls north of Berthorpe, and here we go. Let's get something amazing. Okay, I'm not really sure if this is useful in the slightest. Actually, the U composite bow may be fine because it's a level 40 shield bow. Shield bows generally aren't that good, but it might come in handy for when I have 40 ranged and need a ranged weapon, assuming I don't have the fletching already. But yeah, what the hell, guys? We were thieving right. So I finished the rest of the caper, and there we go. This is why I did this whole thieving spiel in the beginning. Look at all these items. Those are amazing as hell for Ironman. Additionally, I also got 9,800 experience for completing the caper, not even including the pickpocketing experience that I got throughout. This put me up to 45 thieving, but wait, that's not all, because like I mentioned, I wanted the lockpick from the start, so I went and grabbed that. And here we are, the great cell doors method to its fullest potential. The southern doors and chests honestly give so much experience. The doors give 280, and the southern chests give 180 experience, as well as 4 hanky points, which hanky points are a weekly thing that you can get up to a certain maximum based on your level, and you can turn it in for thieving experience. To put it into perspective, the northern chests, which are 30 experience, only give 1 hanky point. So what I did was just hop worlds and did this for a wee bit, and we did it. 51 thieving! So I'm going to stop there because honestly, next time I can thieve at the Pyramid Plunder. I know 51 isn't amazing, but I actually enjoy the Pyramid Plunder, contrary to most players for some reason. And it's not like I desperately need to train this skill anytime soon. I will say though, ham members, not even once. They tore out my soul and stomped on it. Devils. Anywho, moving on. It's time to start some caches. So divination is super easy to train with these things. And a lot of people mentioned I should do them in earlier episodes. I don't know why I didn't start earlier. They're amazing. So it's really hard to max out the points at my current level to 100 per cache. That's what you want to shoot for. So I really can't wait until I hit level 45. It becomes so much faster at that level. Finally, we hit 77 runecrafting. That was so long. But runecrafting is really AFK, so I guess it's fine. Now I can do blood S-wraiths as well as blood pools, which are a very good node. I should definitely see runecrafting become slightly faster now. With that though, I'm going to take a little break, just like Hunter, and focus on other things. I kind of got burnt out after that weekend. Anyway, in between dailies, I was camping some Ravenous ghouls just northwest of the Canifis Lodestone because they drop split bark armor, albeit uncommonly. Now, my accuracy with like 45 magic is absolute garbage, so it took forever to get any amount of kills, but I did end up with the helm and boots, so I didn't leave empty-handed at least. If you're wondering, split bark is level 40 tank armor, so a great step up from my level 20 spider silk. Alright, now let's switch gears and do the Dragon Slayer quest, the hardest quest in all of RuneScape. Well, fuck. I couldn't do it with 46 magic. That's really demotivating. It's definitely not going to work with magic. You splash way too much. Even though the weakness of Elvarg is water spells, it's kind of weird. I'll have to do some quests for melee experience to get some melee up, I guess, and do that instead. Some people on my stream suggested for me to walk him, like how people walk like Virago or something. But nah, that ruins the fun of the grind. Oh my god, I just realized I didn't use water spells that entire fight. What the fuck? Yeah, Elvarg was still a bit too hard. That really makes me sad. Damn it. So I guess melee is the way to go. So yeah, back to quests. And we're back at it again at the Ravenous Ghouls to get that magic level. I might as well, so I can get some extra split bark pieces. And I got one of every piece of split bark except the body, which, just so happens to be the most important part, Jagex. It's really a shame, but it's the best I can do right now. It's fine. I will definitely return when I get better weapons. Hey, got 40 prayer from the Nemi daily. Protect from range is now unlocked, which is going to be super handy for the troll quests, not to mention, I guess, everywhere in the game, to be honest. And I really wanted to mention this, guys. I got my first Reaper task from Death. The only requirement to get these is 50 combat, which means you can do the KBD and Mole. Pretty easy bosses, but obviously I can't do that at this level, but it is possible to do PVM with other Ironmen, so there is a way to cheese your way through this kind of stuff. And that's exactly what I did. It's really good to do this as early as possible, like right when you get 50 combat, because you want to maximize your rewards, as this is time restricted content. You want to get Hydrixes, you want to get all these things unlocked as early as possible. So my first Reaper task was Mole, and I got a 300 pure essence drop, which is amazing right now for me. And it got me instantly from 9 to 25 Slayer. That is absolutely insane. I just skipped so many levels in like 15 minutes. This is so good. I also was lucky enough to do a task right afterwards because of the reset, and it was 5 King Black Dragon. I ended that one with 31 Slayer, and I think I'll slowly train Slayer like this until I get my dungeon rewards, like, you know, the Charming Imp, the Bone Crusher, etc. I don't really want to go super ham on Slayer until I get those things, otherwise I feel like I'm missing out. I do want to say thanks to Kirito, an Ironman buddy of mine, who has been helping me with these. I basically leeched. As I said, it's like cheesing my way through it. It's something that is available to Ironmen, and tons of people do it. So if you feel like I shouldn't do it and it's like really stupid of me to do it, I'm sorry. It's just so worth it. To be honest with you guys, this is going to be like the most quote unquote cheating I'm going to do on this account. It's really not cheating, but some people might think it is. I personally don't. Just wanted to put that out there. So as I said earlier, I got to do some quests for the melee experience for Dragon Slayer. And the first in the series of these quests was the Grand Tree. I remember this quest being super easy. I did it on my original Ironman, the hardcore one from 2 years ago. I also did it on 7. I did it on my main. It was always easy on all of the accounts, so I didn't expect much. And I was right. It was laughable. It was honestly laughable. But with that out of the way, I got 40 attack and 29 agility. I totally forgot that you got agility experience, so I'm pretty psyched. It'll save me a bit of time for other quests later on. Next one I wanted to do was the Fight Arena, because that gives you a bit more attack experience, and that got me to 42 attack. The fights were extremely easy, especially with the safe spots, so nothing to worry about there. Now there's a quest called Haunted Mine that gives you 22,000 strength experience, as well as the Solve Amulet, which boosts your attack and strength against ghostly and undead creatures by like 15% or something for the unenchanted version. So it's time to get the requirements for that. The first requirement was to finish Priest in Peril, very easy. And then the second one was the Nature Spirit quest, which gives a nice chunk of experience in HP, defense, and crafting, each yielding me a level, so that's awesome. Both of these quests were a lot longer on the old school servers when I used to play that, so I was pleasantly surprised on how quick they were here. And the next quest I did was Tree Gnome Village, which is not a requirement for Haunted Mine. I just wanted to do it first. The boss fight in it was, again, laughable, so I would not worry about it if you are worried. And it got me to 45 attack, very easy. And you also unlock the Spirit Trees network, so I can now teleport with them all around. And no more endless running to the Gnome Stronghold every time I have to go do a Big Chinchampa run. And we're finally here with the Haunted Mine quest. And yeah, oh my god, it was pretty tedious, mainly because it was my fault that it was tedious. It usually is not that bad. So the boss fight was very close. I did not bring enough food. I almost had to bank, which banking for this quest is atrocious. But I did it, and that was such a relief. I really did not want to bank. I was so scared. But nope, I obviously can't do anything right because I forgot to craft all my wool beforehand, because you have to bring some balls of wool, I believe, what they're called, to string the Solve Amulets at the end. So, yeah. Fuck. Okay, we're done now. That was so tedious. You have to redo pretty much the entire quest to get back here. Not even joking. If you've done it before, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So anyway, I'm glad we're done with that. We're at 39 strength now from 30, so definitely worth it. And I made like 10 of those Solve Amulets because I never want to come back here. Ugh, never again. Just like the fucking ham members. And we finally did it! Dragon Slayer is completed! We killed Elvarg. I did not think melee was going to work that well. So with that quest, I got 40 defense as well as 43 strength. So that now means I can wear the split bark armor that I was getting from the Ravenous ghouls because I needed the defense level to actually, use them. Too bad again I never got the body drop, but oh well, what can you do? This slight upgrade in armor will definitely come a long way, and I'm proud I can actually use a bit better armor now. And it's nice to get this quest out of the way. Do not have to worry about it ever again. And after just saying that, it kind of brings to mind, like, what would have happened if I did all of the ham shit, like, thieving those guys for an eternity, and then all of a sudden they rolled back the servers like a couple hours and I had to redo the entire thing. Oh my god, that's what nightmares are made out of. Anyway, guys, that will do it for this episode, I think. So let's look at the stats I achieved during this, and we're sitting at like 930 total, which means I increased my total level by 300 levels. Not to mention the great amount of quests I also completed. I'm honestly most proud of my runecrafting level though. 77 this early is just amazing. But yeah, I think the next episode we should work on the remaining quests for temple trekking. That was my goal in the last episode. I never reached it because I kind of like went all over the place in this one. I think getting my crafting up would be a very good idea. There's so many quests I have to have it for, and I can make some better armor with it. So with all of those things said, I really hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Again, like I said in previous episodes, I can't really do this live as much as I want to, but I hope I can still make my commentary interesting, or at least the video interesting nonetheless. And echoing what I said earlier, we will have episode 4 in about a week. Next Monday, Ironman Mondays is what I'm going to call it, because I am super original. And yeah, I really hope you guys are excited about this series as much as I am. It's going to get so good. Either way, I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good day.